What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. Hope everyone is doing well. A few things before I get started. I'm doing elemental readings, so it'll just be probably a general message for some people, maybe some things you're not aware of or some things to think about. If you would like a personal reading, check out the About section of the channel for more information on how to do that. If you have any questions, my email will be listed in the description box below. I am on the air signs, and there's a few different things I've found for the air signs. So if you're auditory like me, there's a song called X by Kiana Lead. I don't know if that's how you say her name. My bad if it's not. And Gonna Love Me by Tiana Taylor came up as well for air signs. So if you're an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, check out those songs if you like to listen to music. If not, I don't know. Your Touched by an Angel message for today is God wanted your heart to feel, not hide. He never intended your heart and your mind to be broken by war, but they were, and you've locked them away. And now you're afraid if you open the door, you'll never stop crying. But God made you a person with tears too, and God loves you. I feel like some of you air signs, it's very hard for you to open up your heart after, especially after being hurt, especially after going through things in your life that you know that if you were to be honest about how you felt or what you went through, that you would break down. And a lot of you guys are not the kind of person that cries in front of people, that talks about your emotions. It's not that you don't have them, but it takes a lot for you to open up about that. And I just feel like your message is that it's time for you to maybe feel some things. It's time for you to rip the band-aid off and let it out. Maybe even if it is breaking down about a lot of things, but the more we hold on to things, when you think about health problems in your body, let's say you have a lot of tension in your neck and shoulders. That's where a lot of mine is, or in my lower back. That's all stored up energy, or your stomach. They say that's your second brain, basically the brain, but this is all energy that needs to be released, and it's like we carry it as pain. We walk around with it because it needs to be let out. And it's just like some of you guys just need to take a deep breath, like count to 4 and hold your breath, and count to 4 and breathe it out a few times. Try that like 4 times, because you guys have a lot of built up emotions that maybe you're not ready to share with people. Maybe you feel like you can't, but at the same time, I don't think this message would have been given if it wasn't for somebody who needed to hear that. You have the 5 of Swords. You have the Harvest card in reverse. You have the Crone. You have the Oak King in reverse. And you have the 4 of Athens in reverse. So some of you guys are ready to try to kind of make sense of the things that are going over and over in your mind. For some of you guys, it's about kind of coming to some type of an agreement with somebody who kind of matches your energy. It could be someone who has very masculine energy, because there's a peacock in the back, and they're kind of they're the dominant one. Maybe it's about taking a back seat to someone who's dominant, or maybe someone in your life needs to do this. But I just feel like for some of you guys, until you come to some type of agreement or some type of way to get out of your head or get past the situation, it's going to prevent you from kind of manifesting things into your life and bringing it into the material realm, because you're so conflicted, or there's so much conflict going on. Maybe the universe isn't sure about what it is that you truly want, or maybe having all these racing thoughts and different thoughts, like you're manifesting the wrong things in. And basically what they're saying is to kind of clear your mind a little bit so you can get the things that you truly want out of life. With the Crone card, some of you guys are a mentor to people. Some of you guys, your strength and your pride and your honor is something that the world could benefit from. You guys could help a lot of people along their journey. Or maybe there's someone in your life that could do this with you, but maybe you don't get along with this person. Maybe it's hard for you guys to communicate about certain things or subjects. But I also feel like pride is the problem. Pride could be in your way. And the crone is a very old soul who's been through a lot of things in her life. She's very wise. She's very humble. She's very soft. I don't want to say soft spoken, but her presence is felt and known. And I feel like a lot of you guys hold that power, but your pride gets in the way of talking about things or feeling things or admitting things sometimes. And it's not that it's a bad thing, but at the same time, pride could hold you back from what you want. With the O King in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse, you've taken enough time out by yourself. You've held on to things for enough time where maybe you're ready to let things go, or this person's ready to let things go. Maybe this person doesn't want to be away from you or not talking to you, or, maybe it's time that the break is over with between some people because maybe this person let go of some things. This person spent enough time by themselves, or maybe it's you. You have a man holding a coin. A lot of the mental conflict in your life has to do with material things. Maybe there's a business deal, there is a job opportunity, there is monetary things that are unable to be manifested into your life because of the conflict in your mind, and that's kind of your biggest enemy. You have woman holding a heart in reverse. I think that some of you guys have so many things underneath the surface when it comes to your heart chakra in general. You've been through a lot of things which have made you very wise, like more advanced than people your age, but at the same time it's hardened you to a point where some people genuinely do have to balance love and money in their life for things to go smoothly. Like when people think that it's either money or love, no, for some people it's a balance of those things. Those things go hand in hand, and I feel like that's for some of you guys it really is. If your love is fucked up, then your money's fucked up. You have to come to some kind of agreement about what it is that you want and how you feel to get the things that you want in this situation, because you have strategy in reverse. Some of you guys don't have a plan. You don't know what you want to do. You haven't sitting down and written it. You feel like there's some things you can't get to right now because you just really aren't able to come to an agreement within yourself or another person. And maybe there's someone in your life who is willing to help you with this, that wants to help you with this, that can maybe just point you in the right direction if you want to do it yourself, or just come up with an idea that maybe you haven't thought of because of all the conflict that you have within yourself. And I don't think that it's a bad thing to take advice from other people sometimes, because sometimes there are messages that come through from other realms or other people that you're meant to hear, and it's important that we're listening and that we're able to have an open mind about maybe where that came from. Like maybe there's a reason they told you that, or there's a reason that people are in your life to help you with the things that you're going through, but pushing your pride to the side and admitting some of these things might be an issue, because nobody likes being broke, nobody likes being heartbroken, but at the same time we've all been through it, and we've all could still be dealing with some things like that in our lives. Some of you guys, there is someone who let go of some things in their life and no longer wants to be on a break from you, and they want to like help you, like guide you, like stand by your side, but it's like they don't really know what to do either. You have express your joy in reverse. I think that the message here is to write down a list every day of the things that you're grateful for, and concentrate on the things that you do have rather than what you don't. Because when you can laugh and when you can joke and when you can let things go, or like let things out, it really does help you. And when they say laughter is the best medicine, it really is. Maybe you don't have a plan for your life, maybe you don't know what to do, but at the same time there's always a reason to be thankful for something, and that brings in more things to be thankful for, because if we focus on what we don't have, then it's going to bring more issues like that. You have trust in the divine plan in reverse. It's almost like you don't know what plan you have for your life, or you don't trust that other people have the right intentions for your life, or maybe it's hard for you to trust anyone or anything, or know that maybe even if you fucked up a few times and you don't know where you're going and you don't know the answers, that there's still a plan for your life and there's still a call on your life, that things can turn around at any given moment, that it's never too late to change or try things in a different way, or get the things that you want, no matter how old you are or no matter how many times you tried. Maybe it's about doing it in a different way, changing up the people, maybe thinking that more than one possibility is something that is relevant, that there isn't just one way to do everything, that there's more than one way. You have live your soul, not a role. Some of you guys have a divine soul purpose, but it's like you don't see it, or you don't know, or it's hard for you to understand why you're so unhappy in your life right now, because you just don't agree. Maybe you don't want this purpose. You don't want these people. You don't want anything but to get, get your money right, get things going for yourself. And maybe you're not even open to love. Maybe you're more focused on money. But I feel like some of you guys have had some things stopped on purpose in your life, because the universe wants you to start living your soul purpose and the divine plan for your life, and then things will go in your favor. But some of you guys signed a contract a long time ago before you came here to do something here on earth, and even if you don't agree now and you want to take back the contract, it's a little bit too late. You have to do things someone else's way sometimes, and nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to give in and, submit or succumb to what another person says is right for your life. But maybe they're not wrong. Like, maybe it's time to be open about what do your guides trying to tell you in all of this, instead of focusing on the things that you've lost or things aren't going your way. But maybe that way that you think you want to go isn't the right way, or isn't, I don't want to say the right way, or isn't what you truly want, or what's really good for you, because there could be more than one thing. Because I just feel like some of us try the same things over and over, or we do what we're programmed to do. We get up, we go to work, we come home, we go out with our friends, we do all the same shit, and we're still miserable. And I feel like that's because some of you guys have a bigger call or purpose in your life, and that's what will truly make your soul happy. That's what will truly let you shine the way that you should, and then things can come into your life that you've been trying to manifest. But for some of us, we really have been pushed into a corner because, like I said, we signed a contract a long time ago. You have it as safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Even if you don't know where it's going to go, even if you don't have a plan, even if this wasn't part of your plan, you're safe. You're okay. Like, it's time to open your heart to give and receive the loves, like that this person will love you in the way you need to be loved, that is possible to be loved in that way, no matter what you've been through. You have retreat in reverse. Some of you guys, there's someone in your life that you walked away from, or vice versa, that doesn't want you to go. They don't want to be away from you. They want to be in your life, but you blocked them out because you didn't open up, or maybe they didn't open up. I'm not going to point fingers because it could go either way, and you're going to know what I'm talking about. But you spent enough time disconnected from this world to know that even without a plan, even with things moving slowly, even if you don't agree, that things could still be okay. You have victim consciousness. You have love in reverse. Some of you guys have been in situations where this person was someone that you truly loved. You were opened up, you were vulnerable. Maybe when you were 12, some of you guys were 28s. But this person didn't love you the same way you loved them. This person was always the victim. They did nothing wrong, ever. And at the end of the day, you gave of them a lot, because maybe it's easier for some of you guys to blame another person for what went wrong. But at the same time, I just feel like if it wasn't love, or if it wasn't meant to be, then there's no point in holding on to that, because you almost do kind of self-sabotage and have the victim mindset where, well, they did this to me and this to me and this to me and this to me. And that could very well be true. But at the same time, if it wasn't really love, then what did you really lose? You don't want to go through the same things that you've been through before, but that also requires you to do things in a different way. Even if you don't know what that is, that there might not be a structured plan of things, or a series of events, or you're going to know, you know, what is going to happen based on whatever reason. I just feel like whatever situation that was, it wasn't love. So you don't have to hold on to that mentality about this anymore. Self-sabotage, because your thoughts and your minds about this, these demons on your back, are telling you things and making you believe them, but it's keeping you in a low vibration where you're not able to rise above that, because you're believing the negativity, you're staying in the negativity. I'm not saying that some of you guys haven't been through something where you truly were the victim, where you really did love somebody, where you truly didn't do anything wrong. But right now, some of you guys are self-sabotaging a situation that has nothing to do with your past. This is a completely different scenario, but you're still holding on to something that happened before. That everyone is going to hurt me because everyone always did hurt me, no matter what I did. But if you truly want something, this is something that you can have, but don't sabotage it. Don't live in victim. Find a way to forgive the situation. Find a way to say, I forgive myself. I forgive this person. Think about the true reality of the situation where maybe you don't feel like you did anything wrong, but maybe to someone else you did. Maybe there was some codependency, there was some addictions, there were other people, there was things not being said, things, there's just more than one way where to you maybe you didn't do anything wrong in your mind, but what about how other people feel? Because I think that maybe you didn't intentionally hurt them, but what if you did? Then they're kind of thinking the same thing about you, and you're kind of left at this impasse where neither one of you can come to an agreement because you both think that you're both wrong. But at the same time, who are we listening to? Because I think that they've got a pretty tight hold on you, and it's clouding things in your life. And I think that's something you need to remember, that in order to see clearly, we have to let go of some things and stop listening to these demons, because then you have alchemy. You can truly create whatever it is that you want in your life, but your mind is your biggest enemy. Your idea that no one could possibly love you, that you tried the love shit and it didn't work out. But maybe what it comes down to is you don't really know what love is. Like, maybe that definition is just fucked up because of someone in your life. Maybe it was a parent, maybe it was past exes, maybe it was you just truly not knowing what you want or what that really is. So you kind of go over and over in your mind, and in reality, like, it's sabotaging something that could potentially be good, even though you don't really think that. You have get clear. Some of you guys, the number 41 is relevant. That maybe it's time to take some time out by yourself, maybe outside. I see a lot of trees in this picture. Some of you guys, it'll be something revealed to you in your dreams. Some of you guys need to get some plants for your house. I think that there's some research here. She's reading something. Maybe there's something about this situation that you could read that will be revealed to you that will make more sense, but you have to get your mind clear to be able to understand or accept what is being said. You have give back. Some of you guys have a spirit that was sent here to help other people, because you could reach many different kinds of people in your life. But sometimes it's about working together with people that we normally wouldn't, but coming together for a greater purpose, or seeing things in a different way, or understanding that we have all been through a lot of things in our life to make us the way we are, but it's okay to not agree or to not understand or to not want to, but it's beyond that, it's above that. And some of you guys have had a call on your life since you were very young, 6 years old for some of you guys. You've had strategic things happen to you when you were 25, when you were 28. It's like they've been trying to talk to you for a very long time. Some of you guys were 12, some of you guys were 20. The things that you've been through have shaped you into a person who is able to reach a lot of different people, because you understand and you know what that's like. And maybe this negativity that is going on in your mind is blocking you from your intuition. It's blocking you from your visions and your reality. There's a lot of mushrooms in this picture. Like, there's so many things that are going on around you. You have people praying for you. You have things that are trying to be illuminated to you, but it's like your mind is in a place where you're not able to receive that. Brunette female, destiny, blonde female. Two of water in reverse, the magician, the messenger of air, and the 9 of fire. Some of you guys had a pretty bad breakup with someone in your life where this person you thought was your soulmate, and in reality you guys just kind of went in two different directions because maybe you weren't on the same path as them anymore, and you thought this person was part of your destiny, and you kept manifesting the same situation into your life maybe, or it just kept happening because you didn't realize that maybe your path was somewhere else, that your destiny lied in a different direction. With the 9 of fire, you see how she's noticing something that's in her hands. Like, in the regular tarot deck, the 9 of wands talks about being really guarded because of all the things that you've been through, staying to yourself, not letting people in. But in this card, it's about paying attention to why it is that you would do that, why it is that you think this way, why it is that certain things are being manifested. But I feel like some of you guys are very powerful people and you've been here a very long time, but your thoughts are in the way of you moving forward at this time because the universe is trying to get you to see something that's been right in front of your face for a very long time. That you guys can literally create magic or something with the stars, that maybe things didn't go the way you wanted them to, but it was because you needed to see something. You needed to see something that was inside of yourself to move forward. And maybe that means burning a few bridges along the way. But I think you guys are noticing something now. You're seeing something a little bit clearer. Maybe your thoughts are getting a little bit better, but I would just be careful because when you have destiny and the magician, things are going to happen the way that they're meant to happen either way, and you're manifesting a lot of things in right now that maybe don't have anything to do with your destiny, that maybe it has something to do with the old situation, or maybe you guys need to break up with someone in your life who isn't what you thought, that you don't really love, because you need to see what's in front of your face. Because you're not going to run from this anymore, that you're kind of opening up a little bit more to be open to giving and receiving. But in order to be loved in the way you would want to be loved, you have to open your heart. Because that's the highest energy of all, is love. That's all I have for you guys. Have a good day.